Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and welcome to the first ever episode of HBR, which will essentially be a new series in which I kind of review movies that derive from certain fighting games. Now today I'm going to be reviewing Mortal Kombat from 1995, which is the first Mortal Kombat movie ever made. Now let's be entirely honest here, this film is extremely cheesy. It knows it and it plays off it extremely well, and that's actually a really good thing for this movie. The fact that it was able to kind of accept the cheesiness allowed the audience to kind of accept how silly the premise is, especially when we get to the acting side of things. And on that note, props to all of the actors within this movie, but they're able to play it off so incredibly well. Now Liu Kang in this is an ex-Shaolin monk, and it's actually really funny at certain points in this film.
Hey, pal, when the ship comes in, could you put these on board?
You want me to carry your luggage?
Yeah, I pay money, you carry the bags.
I got it.
Johnny Cage is the charismatic douche, and the actor did an amazing job of actually kind of accepting that into his character, and also says one of my favorite lines in cinema history.
Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Sonya is this very strong, independent lone wolf, and throughout most of the film has her heart set on destroying Kano. And the actor for Kano is so good. He's so sleazy and menacing. I honestly do wish we saw more from the character, and it's a real shame that the actor Trevor Goddard passed away. Now Shang Tsung does really steal the show for me. This guy is truly the embodiment of over-the-top cheese. He's loud, terrifying, and everything he actually says has weight to it. Now in this movie, they really use some beautiful set pieces. Not entirely sure where it is, but please let me know in the comments below. Now the story for Mortal Kombat is pretty simple, as it's pretty much stop Outworld from winning its 10th consecutive Mortal Kombat tournament. Or you know, everyone dies. So the storyline is relatively very simple, but what helps drive the story of this is truly the characters within this film. And don't worry, I'm not actually going to spoil the film, as I do strongly encourage any fans of Mortal Kombat to watch this film. Now the fight scenes in this film are very hit and miss. Every scene that Liu Kang is in, you are guaranteed an amazing fight scene. Hell, even Johnny Cage, especially with the nut punch to Goro. But outside of that, the choreography for most of it, it's shit. And there's times in the films where they feel like just throwing a flip in there will make things exciting. It doesn't. It makes it look really fucking stupid, which is clearly something they brought over to Annihilation. Oh, I don't want to talk about that film. That film makes me feel really sad deep down. Now back on the topic of choreography, it's very hit and miss. There's some really good fight scenes like Liu Kang vs Reptile, but it's quite oftenly brought down by a fight like Sonya vs Kano, which is a shame really, but there's better fights in this than there are bad ones. So certainly in the good books for me, since that's the case. Now I do have to admit there are some pointless characters in this film. Scorpion and Sub-Zero seem to be nothing more than henchmen for Shang Tsung. Although it doesn't bother me that much, fans of those characters are going to be rather disappointed. Now I believe in the film they're under some kind of mind control, which I guess is a good reason to why they're so brainless, but you really can't render someone like Scorpion or Sub-Zero as a mindless fucking bodyguard. So this is a bit of a down if you're a fan of these characters. And then we have Art. Exactly, no one cares. This guy could literally have been played by anyone. But in saying that, this character literally does nothing, except get his arse whooped by Goro in a cheap attempt to try and evoke some kind of emotion out of its audience. Hell, I forgot who the guy was till he got killed. Sorry if that spoils the movie for some people, but honestly this character is the most forgettable thing. Now we come over to Katana, yet again another pointless character. She's literally there because, ooh, woman, Liu Kang like. The character is pretty much useless to the last 10 minutes of the film, and in saying that, she doesn't exactly do much, except when she turned up and has an obnoxiously loud flute play a singular note.
That has to be Princess Katana.
It's bloody annoying. Now we come to the one thing that really does drag this movie down. Holy fuck is the CGI and green screening awful. It's just some of the worst shit I've ever seen. Like Reptile looked like something from a PlayStation 1 game, and it's just, it's bad. There's not a lot of it in this film, which is good, but when you see it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Luckily it's that bad that it's actually hilarious, so at least you're guaranteed a cheap laugh. It's just ridiculous to think that this is the quality of CGI CGI 3 years after the first ever Jurassic Park film came out. Now we can talk about Goro. I have a very love-hate relationship with this. Goro kind of looks like shit, but when you take into mind that none of this is CGI, luckily, and it's all animatronics, it's actually something very impressive to look at, but it is very mixed for me at my end, and honestly I don't really like it too much. Now let's talk about one of the best parts of this movie. Oh my god, is the music fucking amazing in this. The really upbeat rock music during fight scenes just make those scenes even that bit more hype, and when that main theme kicks in, it's a fucking delight. And you could tell that they knew that because they've put it so many times in this movie, and in all honesty you cannot blame them. Now I believe I've covered all parameters of this film, and I'm not really going to judge this film from a 1 to 10 scale, as I believe it's kind of best for me to kind of give you guys my own personal verdict of this, but I believe that this film, it's so fun, it's so dumb, it's hilarious, charming and fun to watch, and if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't watch this. So when you guys get the time, please go out, try and find this movie, as you're gonna have a hell of a time. So yeah guys, I hope you have fun finding and watching this movie. I hope you've enjoyed this first edition of HBR, as I had quite a bit of fun doing this, and I just realized how screwed I am for the rest of the series, as most live action fighting games or game movies in general are, how do I put this, absolutely dreadful. So I figured I'd put a fun like goal for this video. If we can get this video to 1,000 likes, I know it's a lot, the next review will be on Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Oh god, I'm gonna hate doing that. But yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care and I will see you all next time.
You will